Hello, it's that voice talking at you from out of the dark. The great and glorious Nick Dutch here yet again. Today I'm just going to share with you an example of self-healing, I guess you could call it. I've had a bit of a stomach bug recently, and it's not been good, and I felt nauseous. But I wanted to get some sleep and made sure I could sleep, or at least get myself into a very deep state of rest, and also to try and make sure that I would either not throw up, or it would be much less likely that I would throw up. So when I went to bed, I got myself comfortable lying on my right hand side in a position very similar to the recovery position, with the uppermost foot slightly behind the lowermost foot when I'm lying on my side. That's to make sure that my body stays more or less at right angles to the bed itself. And I was resting basically on my elbow, so I was keeping my body upright in case I did actually feel sick. At that point, I used a mantra which I muttered around inside my head repeatedly. Without talking aloud, I just concentrated on the mantra, and I focused my mind essentially on my feet to the most intense level that I possibly could, and I imagined like light and warmth and energy traveling down my body, down my legs and into my feet, because during your day-to-day activity, if you're like a bit fraught and a bit stressed, it seems like all of the blood flows to like the lungs to get oxygen into your body and up to your brain, so that you can think more clearly when you're going through your day-to-day hectic tasks. So my understanding is that your circulation generally goes up here, when essentially it should be going down there. So all the concentration was down, and all the colours I was focusing on, the kind of colours in my mind, was very warm colours like red, which is always associated with like your base chakra, the ground, feet, magma, the liquid rock inside the earth itself, and all these kind of like really deep red type tones and that kind of feeling that goes with it. And yeah, I could feel more warmth in my abdomen, which I would say is on a psychosomatic level would be the increase in circulation being created by intense concentration, because it was an intense meditative state. I haven't had one that good for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes if I've eaten something which I'm allergic to, that can affect my mind and stop my ability to concentrate. If my health is slightly off whack in some specific ways, it can stop me from reaching the state of mind as well as I could normally. And also in other slightly anomalous states of health, it can actually make it much easier for me to get into these states of mind as well. So I've got to make sure that I'm already in the right state of mind to be able to do it. Anyway, the bottom line was, despite the fact I put a large washing up bowl beside my bed in case I did throw up, I didn't need to. The over salivation in my mouth decreased. The sweating on my palms I often get before I'm going to throw up, that decreased. And I could start feeling the digestive system was feeling better and healthier, and thus I did not throw up, and my feet did actually physically warm up as well. Now, often when I'm doing these exercises to try and warm my feet up at night, I often feel my hands starting to warm up as well. There could be many explanations for that, be it circulatory, be it to do with the passage of energy through the body. Or proverbial energy. We can't say whether it's actual, but either way, I felt that, and so I did try and put like one hand on my abdomen as well to see if there's any way I could direct the either real or imaginary healing power into my guts, where obviously there's some kind of problem or issue. It helped a lot. The experience was good, although I didn't get a proper morning sleep, because obviously I go to bed at like stupid hours in the morning and I sort of get up at lunchtime, but I did get sufficient rest for me to be able to do a pretty damn good shift today, and so the result was okay. So that's an example of how I've actually applied my meditation, my altered states of consciousness techniques, my visualization, to do healing. Now, whether this was psychosomatic in terms of the mind affecting the body, or whether there was something else happening on an energetic level as well. It's difficult to say. All I can say is that a result of sorts occurred, a result which was essentially, I guess, testable in the fact that nature did not have its way, and I was not driving the great porcelain bus, as some people call it in certain circles. And I was able to get some rest, so it was brilliant. Obviously you can't always do this. You can't guarantee you're going to get perfect results every single time. But if you can just add forms of meditation and these like visualization type exercises and concentration type exercises into your own healthcare routine, it is possible that you can reduce at times some of the unpleasant symptoms you might get with any regular day-to-day illness. So just wanted to leave that with you for today. I'm going to say, obviously I want to keep this particular channel being Bespoke Group UK with a capital B, a capital G and a capital U and K, dedicated to spiritual and magical stuff. I'm setting up another one called Ranting Rev, which is I'm going to use probably just for like observations and other weird stuff and just stuff which is going on inside my mind. So you can see like another aspect of what great and glorious Nick is really about. Okay. In the meantime, I bid you good fortune and God bless. I've had a very busy shift today because I'm still charging this pathetic price of 79 US cents per minute for my tarot reading. So all of my repeat customers like, whoa, come on, oh God, it's hard work. Some people say that this work is easy. Basically it is not. Very few people can actually take like 60 phone calls in a day and manage to keep their sanity, but somehow I manage it. Good fortune, God bless, look after yourself, stay free, and we'll speak again soon.